Good evening, everybody. Hope we're all having a great Friday night. So, excuse me. I guess I wanted to give a shout out to the special woman that will, at some point in time, come into my life. And if you're in a long time relationship, or if you're married, I also want to have you guys look at each other and say these exact words too. Because we forget what this is a lot of times, and we let it pass us by, and we let it go without actually saying it and meaning it. But to my special woman, if and when she comes, I love you today. I love you tomorrow. I love you next week. I love you next month. I love you 6 months from now. I love you next year. I love you 20 years from now. I love you even when we're old and gray, sitting next to each other drinking tea, staring out over the horizons of everything. You know, we oftentimes we forget how much the people in our lives really mean to us. Either we don't say it enough, either we don't show it enough, either we don't give the right amount of attention, or even just give the attention just to give the attention, right? Good Lord. You know, if you got someone to go home to them. If you need to hear their voice because you're having a rough day, call the person up. You know, I'm reminded that in every situation in my life, I've always tried to bring my best foot forward. Always. If I was with a person, I always showed them. And it wasn't out of routine, it wasn't for any reason other than the fact that they were that person that was standing next to me or sitting next to me. That's all that mattered. We could be broke, but as long as I had that person, that's all that mattered. We could not have anything to our names. We could not have anything. But as long as I had that person, that's all that mattered. Now, because the relationship standpoint has been so rough in my life, I gave a lot of my attention to the Army, to working out, to reading, writing, and arithmetic, right? To learning, to growing. But never forgetting the true value of those people that stand next to us. Because in all actuality, when the shit hits the fan, and all you can do is look to your left or to your right, whichever side that that person wants to stand on. It's all you have. They might be all that you have. When shit truly hits a fan, who do you have standing next to you? Not in front of, not behind you, but beside you. We should never forget the people that stand beside us. Ever. If that person is your special somebody, and you don't call them enough, you don't talk to them enough, you don't communicate enough, you don't give yourself to them, right? If you don't, want to hear their voice and talk to them and know what they're up to and how they're doing and find out about their day. It's nothing complex. It's nothing difficult. That person standing next to you, damn it, honor that. Because why wouldn't you? They chose you, so choose them. So, if you would, my online folks, heed to these words. And if you have somebody special standing next to you, they could even be a friend, just somebody that you hang out with regularly. They could be a mentor, just somebody who's giving you a kick in the right direction, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily a partner. It could just be somebody who you hold a lot of value in your life. Turn to them and tell them, I love you today. I love you tomorrow. I love you next week. I love you next month. I love you in 6 months. I love you next year. And I love you every day after that. Because those words could be the simple matter of somebody knowing how you feel and somebody not. To me, love and showing love, expressing love, and that also means feelings and emotions and all that, right? I take it very seriously because it should be taken very seriously. But I hope you're all having a great night. Hope you all have a great weekend ahead. Hope you're all drinking fluids, because it's supposed to be a scorcher here where I'm at. So please be safe. Until next time, sending love.